Welcome to Discovering Wildlife, where we journey into the untamed heart of Canada, from the frozen Arctic tundra to the endless boreal forests to the rugged Pacific coastline. Canada is home to some of the most powerful and resilient wildlife on Earth. In Canada, winter is not simply a season, it is a test of endurance. Temperatures plunge below -40. Snow buries food beneath frozen earth. Rivers harden into ice. Yet life does not surrender. Wolves travel vast distances through deep drifts, conserving energy with every step. Moose survive on bark and twigs when green plants disappear. Small creatures tunnel beneath the snow, where a hidden layer of warmth protects them from the brutal air above. Some animals hibernate, slowing their hearts to outlast the cold. Others grow thicker fur, sharper instincts, stronger bonds. Through hunger, darkness, and relentless storms, Canada's wildlife adapts because here resilience is not optional. It is survival. The black bears slow their heart rate and survive months without eating another. Arctic fox grows thick white fur, nature's perfect camouflage. Woodland caribou digging through snow. Caribou scrape snow away to reach frozen moss beneath. This is Canada, land of the strong and resilience. In Canada, winter is not simply a season, it is a test of endurance. Temperatures plunge below -40. Snow buries food beneath frozen earth. Rivers harden into ice. Yet life does not surrender. Snow deepens across the boreal forest. And in this white silence, the grey wolf moves. Built for endurance, its thick double coat shields it from the cold. Wide paws spread its weight like snowshoes, allowing it to travel where others struggle. But survival here depends on more than strength. It depends on family. A wolf pack is a unit, bonded, disciplined, precise. Together, they can travel over 30 kilometers in a single day, tracking the faint scent of moose or caribou carried on the wind. They do not chase blindly. They test. They observe. They wait for weakness. And in winter, patience is power. Each hunt is a risk. Each meal, hard-earned. Yet, through coordination and loyalty, wolves endure what few creatures can. In Canada's winter snow, the wolf is not just surviving. It is master of the cold. When snow blankets the boreal forest and temperatures plunge below -40 degrees, most creatures conserve energy, hide, or sleep. But the grey wolf does not retreat, but it moves. The grey wolf, one of Canada's most intelligent and resilient predators, is built for this season. A thick double-layered coat traps heat against the skin. But the wolf's greatest strength is not its body. It is pack a wolf pack is not chaos, it is structure. At its center is the breeding pair, often called the alpha male and alpha female. Though their leadership is less about dominance and more about experience. They guide direction, choose when to travel, and decide when to hunt. But this is just one of Canada's fascinating wildlife. Where forests stretch beyond the horizon and winters test the limits of survival, one animal stands above the rest. Massive, silent, unmistakable. The moose. The largest member of the deer family, the moose is a symbol of Canada's wild heart. Standing up to 2 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing over 600 kilograms. This towering herbivore moves through dense forests with surprising grace. But size alone does not define the moose. Its true power lies in its ability to endure. Moose are perfectly adapted for life in cold climates. Long legs lift their bodies above deep winter snow and allow them to wade through marshes and lakes in summer. Their broad hooves spread wide, acting like natural snowshoes in winter and paddles in muddy wetlands. A thick, insulating coat protects them from freezing temperatures. Beneath the fur, hollow guard hairs trap heat close to the body. In winter, when temperatures plunge far below zero, a moose remains active. Unlike bears, they do not hibernate. They endure. Their long, flexible upper lip allows them to grasp branches with precision. During summer, they feed on aquatic plants, leaves, and shrubs. In winter, when green vegetation disappears, they survive on bark, twigs, and woody stems. It is not a rich diet, but it is enough to sustain them. The Arctic fox, known scientifically as Vulpes lagopus, lives across northern Canada, from the tundra of Nunavut to the northern reaches of Manitoba and the Yukon. This land is harsh, blizzards rage, food is scarce. Winter lasts most of the year. But this fox was built for it. Unlike most animals, the Arctic fox changes with the seasons. In winter, its fur turns pure white, blending perfectly with snow and ice. In summer, it transforms into brown or grey, matching the rocky tundra. Its fur is the warmest of any mammal. Even the bottoms of its paws are covered in thick hair, acting like natural snow boots. Its body is compact, with small ears and a short muzzle, designed to conserve heat. Every detail of this animal screams survival. The Arctic fox is an opportunistic hunter. It is mein prey. Lemmings. With incredible hearing, it can detect tiny movements beneath the snow, then suddenly it leaps high into the air and dives headfirst into the snow to catch its prey. But when food is scarce, it scavenges. It often follows polar bears, feeding on leftovers from their hunts. Nothing in the Arctic goes to waste. In the far north of Canada, where winter rules for most of the year and the ocean freezes into an endless white desert, lives the largest land predator on Earth, the polar bear, powerful, patient, perfectly adapted to one of the harshest environments on the planet. Canada is home to roughly 2/3 of the world's Secunda polar bears, from the icy shores of Manitoba to the remote wilderness of Nunavut and the northern coastlines of Northwest Territories. Here, survival depends on strength, intelligence, and timing. This the story of Canada's Secunda polar bears, guardians of the Arctic. The polar bear, scientifically known as Ursus maritimus, meaning sea bear, is uniquely designed for life in the Arctic. Adult males can weigh over 1,500 pounds. Standing on their hind legs, they can reach over 10 feet tall. But size alone does not make them masters of this frozen world. Their fur appears white, but it's actually transparent. Each hollow hair traps heat from the sun. Beneath that fur lies thick black skin, absorbing warmth. And under that, a layer of blubber up to 4 inches thick. This insulation allows polar bears to swim in near-freezing waters for hours at a time. Their massive paws, nearly 12 inches wide, act like snowshoes, distributing weight across thin ice. Small bumps on the bottom of their feet, called papillae, provide traction. In water, those same paws become powerful paddles. They are not just land animals. They are marine hunters. The Arctic does not offer easy meals. Polar bears primarily hunt ringed seals. Their strategy is patience. A polar bear may wait beside a single breathing hole for hours, completely still, listening, smelling, waiting for the moment a seal surfaces for air. Then, with explosive force, the bear strikes. One precise swipe of a powerful paw can end the hunt instantly. In places like Churchill, often called the polar bear capital of the world, bears gather each fall as they wait for Hudson Bay to freeze. Here, visitors can witness these giants roaming the coastline, but hunting success is never guaranteed. A polar bear must consume large amounts of fat, sometimes over 40 pounds in. Bears are patient predators. They hunt seals by waiting silently at breathing holes in the ice. They can smell a seal nearly a kilometre away. When the moment comes, they strike with explosive force. Their diet is mostly meat, especially seal fat. They are hyper-dash carnivores. Now the grizzly. Grizzlies are opportunistic omnivores. They eat berries, roots, insects, elk calves, and in coastal areas, massive salmon runs. But not as specialized as the polar bear. The polar bear, scientifically known as Ursus maritimus, meaning sea bear, is uniquely designed for life in the Arctic. Adult males can weigh over 1,500 pounds. Standing on their hind legs, they can reach over 10 feet tall. But size alone does not make them masters of this frozen world. Its favourite and most important meal: ringed seals. Seals are rich in blubber, exactly what polar bears need to survive Arctic winters. The hunt is a test of patience. A polar bear will locate a seal's breathing hole in the ice, then it waits. Sometimes for hours, completely still. When the seal rises for air, the bear strikes with explosive force. And there you have it, the beautiful and resilient animals of Canada. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Till next time, stay safe.